What is up? Good morning, everybody. For breakfast every day, I want to show you what I have. It's always green tea first, right? I like to start my day with the green tea, and for now, I've recently started having oatmeal. I like it on the drier side a little bit. I think I added too much water today, though, so that's fine. But what normally I always had was 2 scoops of protein, some strawberries, and a banana, but the oatmeal's new, so some extra carbs. It'll help me keep my energy up, and that's going to be a new meal for me in the breakfast department every day. So that's going to be my regular breakfast, and I'll cut to what I have for my first lunch. For our first lunch, we got ground beef and rice. Sheesh. Trust me, there is rice in here. It's just top layer is all beef. Let me mix this up real quick. Oh no, it's fogging up the screen. That was the slowest turn I've ever done. Let me mix this up real quick. Let me show you. There we go. Once it's all mixed up, you got an even amount of everything. And don't forget the water. Sheet. I usually have about like 6 cups of these a day, at least at work. And then after that, when I get home, as you've probably seen, I have my gallon. So I drink out of my gallon at the gym. At home, I have another cup. So more water at home. I just try to get as much fluids in every day, especially now because I used to not drink a lot of water, but as soon as I'm out, I fill it up right away. That way I'm constantly drinking water. And I have diet sodas too, so that's also liquid that you get in every day. Probably get like a gallon and a half. Maybe a gallon. I at least try to get a gallon of water every day, so I take care of my intake by having one of these with me at all times. That's how I do it. If I don't have one, I'm not gonna drink water. Trust me. I don't go out of my way to drink unless it's like right here on my desk or wherever I'm at, including in the gym. If I don't have a gallon with me, I'm not gonna go to the water fountain and get water. It's too much work, you know. Make your life easier so you do it, versus going out of your way to do it. Boys and girls, always make sure to clean out your plate when you're done. You need all the protein and carbs and whatever else you put in your meal, right? So finish up. This low-key has to be one of the most random spots to cut to. Should I do the rest of it here? I don't know. One of the worst things that has to be felt is when you record something and it's like 5 minutes or longer. You go back to watch it and there's no audio at all, man. No audio. So it's like a piece of bread, but it's like a rock. This is like the most lonely chair, and it sucks. This thing feels like you're gonna fall when you sit on it. But no, speaking of like, it sucks when you record something and there's no audio. I recorded like a 5 or 6 minute segment. Yeah, no audio. So I literally don't even remember what I was talking about because it was 6 minutes of me yapping basically. But oh gosh, that gives me something to talk about now because I've done that multiple times too. It's not even the first time I've done that. I've gone through old footage that I've posted like in the channel, and I had to cut it out because there was no audio. I don't know why, or if there was, I messed up with the receiver settings and I put the gain way too high or way too low because it's just a roll gain thing. So it got hit at some point and the gain was messed up. It's fine now. I'm checking now that I said it, but man, it happens. I gotta be more careful, or I gotta be more observant of the camera. It's just because I don't flip it up since I have the receiver on top of my Insta360. So it's kind of hard to see if it's working or if it stops working at random, because it's stopped working before at random during the first video, I think, or the second video. It was recording for the first couple sets, and after like the third or fourth, not set, third or fourth exercise, it just stopped picking up audio for some reason. I don't know why. It's such a weird bug, but it's one of those things I just have to be more observant about. Anyways, I was talking about for rest days because today is rest day. I don't really do much on my rest days. On my rest days, I usually just play games, chill, hang out with friends, you know, just relax. That's what we're supposed to do on rest days. Even though I don't want to rest, I want to like work out because such a hobby for me, and it's one of those things that's like a scheduled thing. So I feel like if I'm not doing it, I'm not productive. I got to do something. And one of the games I've been playing now is Rocket League. Rocket League is really fun. It's just really hard, and I like to play it, but competitively and semi-relaxed, because I do get pretty competitive on that game. And it's fun, but when I get competitive, I get competitive. So I try to do my best. I'm platinum on 2v2, which is, I think, one of 3 modes. I don't think 4v4 is unranked, but it's 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3. I only play 2v2 because it's the one I enjoy for some reason. I don't know why. It's just something about 2v2 that I think is the most fun. But I'm plat because I'm trash. But it's a fun game. It's great. If you want to get into it, it's worth playing. You don't have to take it seriously like everybody does. I know a lot of people like to take it seriously. People get mad if you don't, but I don't care. It's just a game at the end of the day. Besides that, I really haven't been playing much else. I don't really feel like playing much else. I don't know why. I don't have time for games as much anymore as I used to, so it's not that big of a deal. Photography is one thing I try to make time for, and I did that the other day. I think that was my last rest day, where I went out, or maybe it was the last video. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I think it was after leg day or something, where I went out to walk and stuff. So that's one of the other hobbies. Hanging out with friends. I don't know if that's considered a hobby, or hanging out with people in general is considered a hobby, but that's something I try to do on my rest days. Go out, have some fun, socialize. And yeah, I mean, besides the food I showed, that's kind of all I eat for every day. After I get home, I eat random things. It depends on what I have room for, macro-wise or taste-wise. It's just finding what I want to eat at the moment, make sure it fits my macros, try to hit my protein goal, and go from there. But mainly it's just loud. But mainly it's just hitting mainly it's just hitting my protein goal. That's all I really care about, is hitting my protein goal. I'm trying to get at least 200 grams of protein in a day. So as long as I can hit 200 grams, I eat whatever fits in my macros calorie-wise. So yeah, there's not really much of a schedule to what I eat when I get home. But when I'm at work, it's always the same thing. Everything I showed in the video is what I eat every single day. Green tea, protein shake, then a ground beef and rice, then a chicken and rice. And that's it. At least for work. That's like 1,000 calories right there in my morning, or my morning to half the day. And I try to fit another like 1,200 in the rest of the day. Usually within eggs, chicken chunks from Kirkland. Those are really, really good, by the way. Protein shake, and try to think about what else I eat on average, like when I get home or after the gym. But I think that's about it. That's kind of usually my go-to, but it changes. It depends on what I'm doing that day and how I'm doing that day. Like if I need more protein, like when I'm working out, or if on my rest day, I change it and I go back a little bit so I don't eat as much. But usually it goes about the same. Not really much of a difference on my rest days. Just chilling, relax, and waiting for tomorrow, because tomorrow is chest day and that's where we go hard and go back to our schedule. And I think that's like the best time for me is working out. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. I try to make my videos at least 5 minutes on my rest days, because that means I did something productive. Because if I have a minute long video, I'd rather just upload a short, and I don't really want to upload shorts. I don't feel like there's a purpose with shorts. It's kind of brain rot. Not really brain rot. I think it's more clip length, and I don't really want to do clip length stuff when there's no video for it to be a clip of. So yeah, I don't know, just yapping away so I can extend the time. We're out here walking. Look at this beautiful garden. I have all my stuff with me and my camera, so it's really, really heavy. And I think we did like 4,000 steps already. 4,000 steps or something?
Really? I don't know.
We're walking since 5. It's already 6:45. I mean, we didn't walk far, but we walked around the corner, or a couple blocks. So that's kind of far, I guess. Mm-hmm. Pepsi has a lot to give.